XV wieku Królestwo Czech pustoszy wojna. Król Wacław IV został pojmany przez zbuntowanych możnych i jego brata, Zygmunta Węgierskiego. Pozbawiony władcy kraj pogrążył się w chaosie. Przy prawowitym królu stoi tylko garstka wiernych poddanych. Suchdol 1403.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others.
Wygląda gówno? Dobrze wygląda, Felek. Bardzo dobrze wygląda.
Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze. Get ready!
Prepare to shoot! Position!
Take cover!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Łatwo ściszyć trzeba będzie. W ogóle... Z tym staruszkiem, no. W ogóle ta kusza jest zajebista, nie? Ta kusza mi się giga podoba. Niby jakieś dla jaj?
Get ready! They're coming inside! Godwin, move downstairs!
Tak ciężko bym powiedział.
Godwin! Get over here! Don't let them have the way through! Take cover!
Bo ogólnie to jest zbugowane, bo ja nie mogę trafić, nie?
Drop that! Godwin, draw your sword and follow me!
O kurde, Aleku. Fajne. Mogę krasio już. Ja nawet nie jestem sobą. No, to jest to co widziałem właśnie u kogoś, jak ktoś grał. Że ta walka jest dużo szybsza.
I'm gonna shoot you!
Nie mogłem. Klikałem to E, ale mi wyskakiwały inne rzeczy. Dobrze, że walka jest szybsza. Bardzo dobrze. Nie jest szybka, ale jest szybsza.
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you vat. Jesus.
Ten się sprzyja komu?
You're only supposed to
Odważnym?
deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
No, ten początek jest świetny. Ale mnie tam nie było chyba. No bo czemu miałbym nie grać sobą, jakbym tam był? Kilka tygodni wcześniej. Ten co strzał dostał to ja? A to nie był ptaszek?
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you vat!
To nie było?
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever.
Fortuna sprzyja odważnym?
Oh, Dentes Fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world. Meet new women. and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir! Trotsky!
Niezły wafel.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Berghoff must be made of money.
Ale byłoby ciężko, co? Taki zamek zaatakować. Masno, nie? Przepraszam.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new
Ciekawe, czy Maty miał rację.
adventures that will become the stuff of legends.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up. Otherwise, he wouldn't
Yes.
send you as his envoy.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now. There's
Niczym
the
jest na
Henry I
koniec,
know
mi się
and love.
zachciało bić mi
Well,
nagrać.
enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
How's it looking down in the back?
All good, oh.
Dobrze to wygląda.
Keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Ładnie, ładna ta gra.
Anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair off, eh? Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Mapy się nie da zobaczyć. Inwentory działa? Nie.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colors. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we don't stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Kurde, ale postęp technologiczny się dokonał w ciągu tych 3
This is
dni.
indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas, while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund. So it would appear we are enemies.
Oho, Henry się włącza do
We're not
rozmowy.
enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Jaki masz styl gry? Wojak najbardziej lubi dzierżyć w ręcu broń i nosić mocną zbroję. Słynie też z wybuchowego temperamentu. Doradca. Woli rozwiązywać napotkane sytuacje z wykorzystaniem swojej wiedzy, ciętego języka i miłego słowa. Na pewno nie chce być zwiadowcą. Siema mu niech 112, witam serdecznie. Ogólnie wydaje mi się, że najlepszy byłby doradca, nie? Bo może jakieś fajne opcje dialogowe się pojawią. No to pierwsze jest takie, jestem nikim, no. Jestem śmieciem po prostu. Ale doradca brzmi najlepiej. Doradca, szlachcica i wysłannik.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not
10
going to
minut temu
trust you
Muniek
as an enemy,
się zaczęło.
but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Perswazja. Retoryka, charyzma, rycerskość. Przerażenie. Dominacja. Dajesz innym do zrozumienia, że jesteś od nich lepszy. Wymuszenie. Powiesz wszystko, co tylko przybliży cię do celu, na liście będzie to kłamstwo lub manipulacja.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Ale
Very
dorósł
well.
Henryk w ciągu tych 3 dni. Jak pierwsze wrażenie? Zapytaj mnie za godzinę. Początek był spoko. Ten prolog.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God, what kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Więc mogę stać od komputera i nie martwić się, że czegoś nie usłyszę?
Well, this is a bit of a hold up.
Bezprzewodowe, tak? Sławki.
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Ja, Piotrek, witam serdecznie. Twarze wyglądają spoko i mimika, no tylko mam wrażenie, że z Henrykiem coś będzie nie tak znowu.
We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Siema Titom 117, witam serdecznie. Dobra, pierwszą rzeczą, którą trzeba sprawdzić. Nie ma zbawiennego sznapsa. Mi się strony zaczęły psuć, to bym pewnie kupił. Całkiem spoko w takim razie się popsuły. Nie no, wygląda nieźle ta gra. Zamknij się!
Henry, call that dog to heel.
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Tak, leczysz się... Nie no, działają mody. Bo oczywiście moda na podnoszenie gówna z ziemi musiałem zainstalować. A to pewnie muszę mieć... Muszę mieć ten...
Henry, oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
Muszę mieć tego sznapsa do saveowania. Poradziłem sobie.
It looked for a while like we'd be charging at each other.
I must say, I wasn't expecting that bastard to start on me.
Yeah, I could tell.
But we managed the situation.
Nie pasuje
all
mi
right
sposób, w jaki mówi
again. He
Henry.
apologized to us. If Hanush had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
Zobaczymy,
Alright,
Tito,
then.
ale planuję pograć
Just
parę
a bit
godzin.
of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Menu gracza, informacje ogólne. Zbieram mapę, dziennik, inwentarz, informacje o graczu, o przedmiocie... Apsyda? Jakoś przedmioty zatruty, skradziony, zabrudzony, posiadany, wyposażony. Nie no, działają mody. Ogólnie, bo widzę, że mam 600 u dźwigu. A chyba u dźwigu powinien mieć ze 100. Pod hełmem musisz zawsze nosić dodatkową ochronę, na przykład czepiec lub kaptur. Sam hełm ochroni cię przed ostrzem, a dodatkowy element pod nim przejmie część siły ciosu. Przyszywanica to gruby, długi, pikowany kaftan, który stanowi warstwę amortyzującą pomiędzy twoim ciałem a tobą zbroją. Aby odpowiednio korzystać z ostróg, najpierw musisz założyć buty. W sumie ciekawe, że muszę to robić w taki sposób. 1403 hajsu mam. Czemu jestem taki biedny? Jak ja byłem... Ja miałem wiele. Spoko jest nawet to menu. Jest całkiem okej jest. Zadania? Aha, bo to są questy ten. To są itemy na tym. Ładna jest ta gra. Atrybuty, skillsy. Ale chyba zmienili, skoro mam po 15 tego. No sporo tego jest. Siema, Polak 12. Witam serdecznie. Dopiero zacząłem 15 minut temu. Ty, nakarmię tego orzecha. Ani razu go nie nakarmiłem w jedynce. To nakarmię go w dwójce raz.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Hey,
O,
Oaks,
co ja powiedziałem?
didn't you notice the way Mutt was looking at you? You're lucky I called him off, but I might not be on time next time. So it would be better if you got on his right side. So give him that sausage, eh?
So that's your way, is it? Suit yourself then. Take the damn sausage since it's so important to you. But I'll remember what kind of fuller you are.
Nie chciałem tego powiedzieć. Chodź, chodź.
Look what I have for you.
I klasa.
Free.
Good dog. Dobra, nie mogę ci nawet good dog powiedzieć.
So, should we start?
Ready?
Ready, steady, go.
Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on,
No to-
let's get
aha.
warmed up. I'll attack you a few times.
Usunęli atak w
You
ogóle jeden.
defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best?
Siema,
you've
Bieto,
got?
witam serdecznie.
I didn't even work up a sweat.
No, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But
Weź,
you're
idę
pretty winded
zaglądaj
yourself.
KCD?
While
Ciekawe.
you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice
A,
and
czyli-
try it yourself.
Czyli usunęli. Już wiem, co nie usunęli z walki, że mówili, że uprościli.
Good. That's the way. Nice.
Wcześniej obrona była na Q, teraz jest na prawym myszki, a na prawym było to dźganie.
No one's ever won a
A
duel just
usunęli to
by
dźganie
blocking.
też chyba.
You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
No.
Start your attack then.
You're doing great, Henry. That's it. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. After covering, you have to strike straight away.
A, bo to trzeba czekać.
Good, Henry. Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Well, that's not what you meant to do, is it? Good riposte. Nice work, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed.
Zabijecie.
And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. Off to a good start.
Jest dobrze. Jest giga dobrze. Jest giga dobra ta walka. Niesamowite jest to, nie? Jak dobra jest ta walka.
Au! Kurwa!
How do you do it? Fuck me!
Czemu on w ogóle HP nie traci?
Fuck me! Fuck me!
Aha, bo to pewnie mogę z nim po prostu pogadać.
Au! Kurwa!
I yield! Enough!
S. Pokonałem go.
Fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Ale jak widzę, że z kwiatkami jest dokładnie ten sam problem, który był. W ogóle tego nie naprawili. Że trzeba kliknąć w odpowiednie miejsce, żeby w ogóle być w stanie to podnieść, w sensie nakierować.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like
Uh-huh.
they did in the tavern the day
Podobanko?
before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Siła, zręczność, witalność, retoryka. No retoryka śmierdzi ogólnie, retoryki chyba nie chcę brać. Chociaż w sumie jak już miałem... Jak już wziąłem, że jestem dyplomatą, to retoryka nie byłaby najgorsza. Na siłę, zręczność i witalność i tak pewnie nabiję. Nie będę czytał Steama.
He was
Biorę
well pissed
retorykę.
off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away,
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot,
Nowy poziom retoryka 17.
Throwing groschen around like that. Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? Hmm? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
and she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a
Nie
fine
mogę
lad.
powiedzieć, że jesteśmy razem.
And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
No, mogę powiedzieć... To moja luba.
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Scallis after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
No ma jakieś dziwne usta.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Zaklinacz psów, skradanie, przetrwanie, wiedza. Kiedyś ci odpiszę, Wafelek, spokojnie. Nie denerwuj mnie.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission. Then I came back.
At last, someone with some sense who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
O,
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well,
czyli my tu będziemy kilka tygodni.
we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important nobleman.
Dialogi znowu są ciche.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Miecz, no. Już w sumie jedynkę grałem z mieczem całą, to może pora na buzdygan. Bo i tak trzeba będzie bić się bronią. Taką z bliska. Niechęci to by było strzelectwo, ale i tak trzeba będzie się bić z bliska. Wezmę buzdygan.
Proper ones. When you take a mace in your hand, a nice chunk of metal, you know one good blow will do the job. No dancing around in circles, just smash.
Too right. I feel like a king when I got a nice big
Powodzenia,
cudgel.
Wafelek, życzę.
I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stop going on about the sword Istvan Toth stole from you.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes
Ja,
if you
Maltix.
ever come
Witam
face to face
serdecznie,
with him
Cyby.
again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough. Otherwise, we'll be here for hours again, hearing how Martin the Smith raised him, even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
Chłop mi Robin Hooda przypomina.
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Z okładki tej
Anyone
gierki, legenda
for another
Sherwood.
helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Ale Henry wygląda jakby coś było z nim nie tak.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and
Jak
help
po
us with
oczach.
this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Z temu ulubionego stresującego nadawcy na platformie Twitch? Nie wiem, musisz go zapytać.
We're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
A u mnie dobrze.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Git, chyba. I don't know.
Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
Czy to będzie pokaz,
Of you fit for a king.
że Henry nauczył się pływać przez 3 dni?
You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Emails.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Nie da się go udusić.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
No, bliżej się nie da podejść chyba.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
What was that sound? What was that?
It worked.
What is this racket here?
Zajebiste jest to, że oni dodaje tu rzucenie kamieniami. Uważam, że w jedynce też coś takiego powinno być.
We go even closer, but carefully.
Że on nie usłyszał w takiej odległości, z takiej odległości? Chociaż po wodzie się niesie dźwięk, nie? U bogowie walka. Ale dostał bombę.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Zaraz się dowiemy, czy umiem pływać.
Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? It's mine! What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiot!
Dobry jest początek, jest giga dobry.
On the bank!
Uważam, że w jedynce był spoko, a tutaj to jest jeszcze lepszy.
Did you learn to swim?
No, przez 3 dni ostatnio się nauczyłem pływać.
Just now! Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Oh, these horses, quick!
Oh, Mott.
Dużo osób tak miało, Master. Ja nie umiem pływać na przykład.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh,
A nikt mnie nie wepchnął do jeziora, więc...
What exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah, fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage.
Adrenalina, nie? Może, Master.
Lead the way.
Znaczy to jest gra komputerowa, więc może po prostu tak stwierdził twórca i tu nie chodzi o adrenalinę.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
W sumie fartownie, nie? Dostał tę strzałę. Niezłe zajęcze uszy.
So, how far is it to Trotsky?
No płytko, no bo generalnie tutaj to niedaleko serca by było. Chociaż nie, w sumie trudno powiedzieć, gdzie on trafił. Bo to wyglądało na samym początku trochę inaczej niż później. Bo później to wygląda jakby było na lewo od serca. Na końcu.
Watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rock. And you, go to the pond.
Chciałem się dowiedzieć, jak zapisywanie działa w tej grze.
I want to know. They come back and give me a
Czy ten mod działa, który ściągnąłem z zapisywaniem nieograniczonym?
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
You honestly think they can slip all the fucking way across? Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Snuffling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you. Leave it out. Catch you, yank it down before. Rather than getting killed in this skirmish. Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing. You fucking
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
Do której kłody? Do tej czy do tamtej? Do tamtej.
played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here! Stand still!
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across
Use your head! Be careful! Run! Quick!
Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Ja se... Ja se...
the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
No tam!
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top!
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Nie wiem.
Hey, get over here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Możesz się na to zgodzić.
Oh, fuck. Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him. Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he?
Hans, where are you?
This looks like a way out. Hans!
Here! Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit!
Fucking hell!
Niezły ten Henry. Thierry Henry. O, mój pies nauczył się atakować. Nie no, umiał już wcześniej, ale nie dałem mu skilla.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Pamiętam ten dialog.
If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine
To był dobry
job.
dialog. Ciekawe, czy na to będzie nadziany na ten miecz, ten drugi ziomek. A, straciłem przytomność, tak? Umarłem.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Ah. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Tutaj już nie wygląda takiego kozaka, jak w jedynce ten jego stary.
Then how come you chose a different path than I wanted for you? And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up.
Wake up, Henry!
It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk.
Aha! Aha!
And that fella landed with you.
Tak wysoko było?
You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Like, we've got to disappear. Like, come on, I'll help you up.
To było 15 metrów chyba. Jak nie więcej. Też bym ogólnie master to zrobił. Wtedy bym się ubrał za tego gościa, jakby mnie poszukiwali.
How are you holding up?
Nieźle wybrałem.
Not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Hans Cable.
Ah!
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
Która scena? Jak jedna na środku pola bitwy była, okej.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca.
Come on!
Niezłe rzeczy się tu dzieją. Niezłe haluny ma. Ja takich halunów nie miałem nigdy. Najgorsze co mi się działo, to cofałem się w czasie.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you. No, you do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sarah.
Christ's sake!
Anything happens, he'll take care
Come
of you.
on!
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see.
Mogę ci kiedyś opowiedzieć tę historię, Master, ale ona się nie nadaje na streama.
Henry, focus.
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Logs.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further.
Ale to jest mega fajnie zrobione. Może jest wolne, ale jest dobrze zrobione. W jedynce dużo tych wolnych momentów nie było dobrych. A to jest git.
Just like father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. I let them all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife.
Pawlena ona powiedziała?
Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
No jest ślepa, nie?
I'll see what I can do for him.
Nie jest.
Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents.
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, strong!
Jesteś wojownikiem, Henryk!
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
Dobrze, że zagrałem jedynkę przed dwójką.
They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground? A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Króla głodnych i stworzenia. Henry!
Get up now.
Get up now. Teresa.
There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Nie jest w najlepszej kondycji. Odkryłeś twoje posłanie. A, wy nie widzicie tego, bo to jest z góra róg, prawo. Ja niezłe odkryłem rzeczy.
What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
Zaraz się przekonamy.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop.
No nie ma jedynki.
And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the
W
fire.
sumie ciekawy taki tutorial
I put some bread and cheese on the table
wprowadzający.
outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bożena's my name.
Bożena.
Henry.
Bożena i
I
Henryk.
know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Jakimś cudem przeżyłeś straszliwy upadek, aczkolwiek z powodu rozległych obrażeń straciłeś kilka punktów poziomu głównego, umiejętności i atutu. Nie masz innego wyboru, jak wrócić do siły i zbierać punkty od nowa. Całkiem spoko.
Be good. So good I wouldn't... Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Piechota. To jest moje łóżko.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you.
Aha, to w taki sposób działa. Ja tu klikałem ej, nie czaiłem co się dzieje.
And over Bajana, too.
Nie mam pojęcia, eo. O kurde, ale jestem czyściutki od razu.
Like a new man.
Wezmę jeszcze się uzbroję. Jeśli przytroczysz sobie do paska sakiewkę, zgrasz miejsce na eliksiry i jedzenie, które możesz potem szybko spożywać w trakcie walki. Gra jest zapisywana automatycznie przy ważnych wydarzeniach, a także kiedy opuszczasz grę z wykorzystaniem funkcji zapisz i wyjść. Możesz wreszcie zapisać grę poprzez wyspanie się w swoim łóżku albo wypicie zbrojnego sznapsa.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Burzena. Także potiono od samego początku gry. No w jedynce w sumie te potiony nie były takie ważne moim zdaniem. Bożena! To jest pies.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
No i wszystko mnie boli, nie?
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds. Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that.
Dziwne, że ona mnie o to nie
You feel
poprosiła.
up to it, laddie. You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be
Miękniejsza.
easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Kurde, sprawdzę, czy ten mod na save działa. Nie działa. Czyli trzeba będzie ogarnąć innego. Ty. A, czyli ogólnie ja mogę save'ować, ale na F5. Spoko, nie? Czyli ten mod może po prostu na... Może po prostu jest na F5 i tyle. Nawet nie wiem, czy w tej gierce jest zielarstwo.
Chamomile.
Dzik! A dziki w jedynce były? Nie wiem, czy były dziki w jedynce w sumie. Powinny być. Nie, były na pewno, przecież byłem na polowaniu z ptaszkiem, to tego dzika zaatakowaliśmy. Ale to później nie widziałem ani jednego.
Shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Chociaż cutscenka będzie na to kopanie. Aha, czyli to jest po prostu tylko przetrwanie teraz. Nie ma skill pointów? Nie, no muszą być jakieś skill pointy chyba. Jak mapa wygląda? Całkiem spora, bym powiedział.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Well, you know it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Dużo tej szałwi.
Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Wezmę tego więcej. Tak jest szybkie podnoszenie, to spoko. Wszystko się da wejść w tym drzewie. Wygląda jakby się dało. To trzeba było ogarnąć. Że najpierw wskoczyć do lewej i później biec wprost, tak żebym nie skręcał. Ile mam FPS-ów? Nie mam pojęcia. Ale wygląda chyba około 60? Nie wiem w sumie. No wygląda spoko ogólnie, a co? Wydaje się być dobrze. Wydaje się dobrze działać. Blissful też mówił, że u niego na PC jest całkiem git. Czy na laptopie, bo on na laptopu gra. Pokazuje kwiaty. Na mapie, czy co? Co to jest? Że ogród po prostu, czy coś. A, łąka Bożeny. Ja pewnie jeszcze mam wszystko na high. Do kategorii 40. Siema Zemlo, witam serdecznie.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
No jest, wydaje się być spoko, zoptymalizowane.
We're looking for those murderers.
And I ain't never seen you.
Hey, you! What do you want? Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
Jesteśmy posłańcami, jesteśmy zdradziecko napadnięci.
You're from Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kurwa! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel.
Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von
Są bandyci, no.
We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. I was kidding you before, but I reckon you figured that out, eh? We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
Hey,
This'll be
you!
quick, boy.
What are you...
This'll be quick, boy.
Zabij go. No ale walka jest taka sama, w sensie ma dokładnie te same problemy, które miało Kingdom Come 1. Nowy żeton przewagi? Niewielka przewaga punktowa na początku partii? Ja mam Matthew. Jak wrażenia? Jest spoko. Przede wszystkim na plus jest to, że walka jest dużo szybsza. I to jest ogromny plus. Mam moda, który inaczej wygląda. Z sejwowaniem. No jest całkiem git. Szybko lecieć z tematem tak jak myślałem, to znaczy?
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here.
Pavlena.
Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Ja tym stałem się bujałem długo. A.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have 2 fresh corpses in my yard.
Now, don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you, but be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Yeah. Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It
You
ain't
can.
nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Siema Wern, wykrzyknik Elo, witam serdecznie. To jest ogólnie giga spoko, że w tym momencie się uczy alchemii, bo to jest tak naprawdę... To są pierwsze 2 godziny gry. A nie tak jak w jedynce było, że w sumie alchemia to ewentualnie... po 16, 17?
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I
Idź, że to
told
jest na
you,
samym
I'll
początku.
explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I
Ja
can
przecież
read
Hogwarts
as well as
Legacy?
any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Alchemia niby była spoko, ale jakoś nie chciało mi się tego robić w jedynce w ogóle. Tylko też nie było potrzeby.
There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
W tym zamku? No on spadł ze skały i sobie zrobił krzywdę. Ale ten zamek, o którym ty mówisz, to był prolog i to jest z przyszłości. To się dopiero wydarzy za jakiś czas.
First, go to the rest.
Wychodzi na to, że każdy kto gra ma dropy. Że za oglądanie kogokolwiek. Tak, ta bitwa co była na zamku, co byłem Bogotą, to było chyba kilka tygodni po tym, co się teraz dzieje. Tam było napisane, ale nie pamiętam jaki tam był czas. Kojarzy mi się, że to jest kilka tygodni wcześniej. Ale chodzi o to, że każdy ma te dropy w takim razie. No to jak z ptaszkiem jechałem do zamku, to trafiliśmy na wysłanników z tego zamku, do którego jechałem. Nie pamiętam jak on się tam nazywa. I poszliśmy się kąpać, jak się kąpaliśmy, to napadli na nas zbóje. No i ja z ptaszkiem przeżyliśmy, musieliśmy się skradać, bo nas szukali po lesie. No i finalnie spadłem ze skały.
Recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Dodaj rumianek i gotuj przez 1 obrót klepsydry, utrzyj szałwię i dodaj do kociołka. Na koniec przelej. 2 garści rumianku, 1 szałwi.
If you've read the recipe, get back to the bench. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Wino. Nie to the left.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flame. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
A, tam było utrzyj szałbie.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass. So
Dzięki
you
za
know
zmianę
how long
tytułu.
you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts.
Ja to w ogóle zapominam o tym tytule.
When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Już przeczytam, wafelek, spokojnie.
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Tak, no ja ogarniam ogólnie. W sensie, no... To wszystko jest takie samo praktycznie. W ogóle ta gra jest taka sama. W większości do 1. Póki co. Walka jest zajebista, bo faktycznie ta zmiana tempa jest na plus ogromny.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of them damn corpses what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Jesteś zmęczony. Ogólnie nie działa mi ten mod tak jak powinien, więc mam na F5 zapisywanie. I to chyba nawet lepiej. Jeszcze ściągnąłem moda od razu na szybsze... Znaczy na większy udźwig. I 600 kg jestem w stanie dźwigać. Bo po jedynce stwierdziłem, że nie chcę znowu biegać w tej z powrotem. Że wolę, żeby było tak, że jednak pozbieram sobie sporo rzeczy. I elo. Zobaczymy, czy gra nie pozwoli od razu 2 ciała kopać. Czy 2 groby w sumie.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Ale nie wyobrażam sobie gry bez moda na save'a.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Oof.
Chcę w stanie obu zakopać? Po dłuższej chwili wyczerpującej pracy. Chciałem zacząć kopać. A, czyli oni się zakopali razem w tym grobie. Siema Hubzi, witam serdecznie. Mi się podoba, jedynka też mi się podobała. Była wolna, ale okej. Na streama może tak średnio, ale jest git. W sumie mogę zjeść... Wszystko. Czyli kolory. Znaczy ja ogólnie uważam, że ta dwójka póki co to tak trochę i to też przyspieszyli. To trochę jedynka taka zupgrade'owana, bo nie ma tak wielu zmian pomiędzy jedynką a dwójką.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Ale ten początek jest świetny.
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Początek był Hubzi bardzo ładny.
And war is a
W okolicy stawu. Ale tak jak się gra, to już właściwie wygląda tak samo jak jedynka. Ja gram teraz na bardzo wysokich Twisted.
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over.
It ain't over, man.
Yeah!
Ain't over.
Don't disappoint me.
I won't.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Czyli nie spałem do północy.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Better.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Miecz.
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Uwielbiam łapskie gadanie. Pięknie.
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too.
A little
Breakfast
sunshine?
is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come
Chciałbym
along,
sunshine.
and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Za awansowanie Henryka na kolejne poziomy dostaniesz też punkty atutów, które służą do odblokowania dodatkowych zdolności i pomocnych cech. Aby otworzyć listę atutów, kliknij P. Znaczy jest tak samo. Wcześniej mógł to wziąć, to by się tak nie poobijał. Czyli dopiero teraz się te wszystkie rzeczy pojawiły. Chyba że w umiejętnościach tego nie było. Nie ma w ogóle, a jest. Czyli wcześniej po prostu nie było widać. Mistrz patelni, ścieżka kłusownika. Ja mogę w ogóle dodać jakieś rzeczy. Już na samym początku.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bozena told me what happened here.
Bozena.
That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me.
Do końca gram siwkiem.
So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Jego oczy, spojrzenie Henryka jest tragiczne. Momentami.
And opened the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course.
No dobra.
Thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble.
To jest szybka podróż?
It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
Save.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality.
Nie,
God
trzeba
bless
powiedzieć, że
you.
szybka podróż.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir.